Well, the last step will be making that vendor, and I'm going to show you how to use these vendor creator scripts, and I'm going to show you how the sales assistant works. So let's make a vendor now. Start out with resing a simple box. There we go. Go to the content and drag in one of those scripts, like the rectangular one, and there all of a sudden you've got your rectangular vendor. It is black at the sides, and it has a picture, place for a picture on the front and the back. If you don't want, the script removes itself, by the way. I want a square vendor for this dress, so there we go, a square vendor. It is called TT vendor, but you can, of course, example dress. I'm going to the content, and I'm going to drag in the items. There are two ways of setting the permissions. It is either here, right click, look at properties, and see what the permissions are. Well, here is still resell, it should be only copy. The other possibility is checking here at your permission button, and then set everything to just copy, no modify, and that goes for clothing, it goes for objects. There is nothing but texture, so, and you say apply, and now in the box the permissions have been changed to only copy. See? Let's upload a picture. File, upload image. There is the picture. I upload it, and I say upload. I can use it. I can upload it as a temporarily file, but that's not an option if you want to use it on a vendor, of course, because after a few days that a picture is gone from your database. See, it is nice and small picture, only 256 by 256. I'm going to the texture tab of my vendor and drag the texture in. There we go. Now, I told you there has to be a landmark in and so and so. I won't do that here because, well, that is not that important. I'm not going to set this one for sale anyway. How do I put it now for sale? I go to the General tab, I click for sale, I put a price in it like $2.75, and I can choose here for the original, the copy, and the contents. Well, look at my vendor. If I'm selling the original, then someone takes it and then the original is gone. So, not such a good idea. A copy, which is the default setting in Second Life, means that if someone buys it, he gets the box with the vendor and etc., because he gets a copy of the vendor. If I make it the contents, then if someone buys it, he gets a folder that is called TT Vendor Example Dress, which has the following items in it. So usually contents is the best choice. The next owner can is not important because you're only selling the contents and you have set the permissions here, so you don't have to bother about the permissions there. And now there is this option that says buy the object. If you click this and you close the edit screen, you see this Linden dollar sign whenever you get over your vendor, which looks very professional. If you hold your mouse still, you see more information, and if you click it, this window will open, and this is also a way for you to check if your permissions are set well, and for your customer to see what is in. That is the option of a simple vendor box. Now, if you want to use the sales assistant, you have here, if you open the script, which it is full perm, so you can open it, you can read about who made it and what was done to it. That is all the red text. All the text that has these two slashes in front of it is not belonging to the text. Now here is the most important thing for you to check. The key of your partner. Now where do I find the key of my partner? Let's say that I am going to split with trendy template. There she is. Then I can copy the key here. I can say Ctrl C and remove this part and say Ctrl V. So now I see the key of my partner is being put in, which means that every sale will be split with her at a percentage of 50%. If you want it to be less, like you want someone to give only 10%, then you make that 0.10. If you want to give someone 90%, because it can even be your own bank account, that you don't want your money on your own account, but you want it directly to go to an alt. Well, you can change that. Then you click Save. The rest of, please, if you don't know what you're doing, leave the rest of what it is. I will not save it because it is the one that is going to be sent to you. Now if you want to use that sales assistant, then you have to make yourself a vendor. You can use the vendor script that I made. You can put the image in, but instead of dragging all these separate items, what you should do is make a box. Don't set it for sale. You can even click here for, if I click, it should open. This is now a box with the items in. I take that box, well, I'll rename it, and I'll take away the word vendor, because it's not a vendor, it's now the box. Boxed. There. I take this, I open this vendor, and I drag in the box, just the box, nothing else, and the script. Now you see here the vendor whispers the key name. Well, the key name is empty now. Please set in the object description the price info about the object. Let's open this so we can exactly see what it has been saying. I'm calling my vendor example dress, and instead of putting it for sale, I'm going to put in the description the price info about the object. So I want to sell it for $2.75, then that should be here. The warning here says that the script only sells an object, so everything should be boxed. Well, if I'm ready, and I am, I can close this and I can click it, and it asks permission to take lindens from you. Why would it ask to take lindens from you? Well, if you have put someone here, so you are going to share it with your partner, someone pays the dress, then the script is going to take money from you and send it to your partner, so you don't have to do that. So you will have to grant it, otherwise it will not work. Now and then it starts reading. It says, okay, I have got the permissions and I'm going to sell this dress for $275. The partner will receive this. There we go, and if I click pay, I get this little window that allows me to fast pay $275. So that is about the sales assistant script. And this is a vendor that you can easily put up for sale, and I hope your sales will boost after this tutorial. Thank you for your attention.